This playthrough is rated E10+.
Greetings and salutation, viewers. Vauldemare back here on the PS3 with a new game and a new time. This time it's Sly Cooper. This is the collection version for the PS3 that came out back in 2012, I believe. I could be wrong. There was a while there where the PlayStation 3 was collecting all the old PS2 games onto one disc, and well, I thought it was a good time to try a platformer game or something a bit different, maybe a more Western style game. This game is published by Sony Entertainment, created by Sucker Punch Game. This version, the translation over to the PS3 Collection Edition, was done by Suzaru Games. You saw the entrance there. Sly Cooper is a very fun game taking place in anthropomorphic version of our world with a raccoon, fox, thief, and his allies. It's a tackle treasures and other such storytellers. It's basically your theft story. Like Ocean's 11, I'm trying to think. There's a bunch of other theft movies I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head. Well, I'll remember them while I play this game, but right now we're going to try Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, the first in the series of 4 games. And I think there was a couple spin-off games as well, if I remember correctly. Well, looks like we're back after that little intro. Yes, this is the beginning of Thievius Raccoonus. Now, it does look a bit different. You can kind of tell it's the first generation PS2 game type of design. Don't blame it for that. It is a very fun game, despite its looks, and it does get polished over the later games, so we can overlook it this time. It is a fun series. Now, I'll probably consider 1, weirdly enough, to probably be the weakest out of all the Sly Coopers, and you'll find that out eventually if I ever decide to play the others. But it's a very fun platformer. You know, get money, coins, treasure, and it's a fun little story, and it's a, thief grabs the gold type of thing, and I love those types of tales. I don't know why, I just do.
Sly! Come in! Sly! Do you read me?
Yeah, I read you. Loud and very loud.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Trying to break into police headquarters does that.
Get over it, Bentley. You're safe in the van. I'm the thief here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
And don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
Alright, looks like we're in Paris, France, as we're trying to sneak into the, into the French police headquarters for some reason. Anyway, this game, yeah, you can attack stuff and move around with the analog or directional pad, depending on your preference. I usually use the analog stick, although I may switch in between depending on mood or depending on my controller working. I think my controller might be a bit off. Like the analog stick might be a bit weak. I might have to get a new controller for this. Anyway, yeah. I want to try to collect as much... and it does the credits while you're playing the game. I probably shouldn't be saying anything while it's running. I'm not going to do this all the time, but I am going to try to collect coins on the way while doing the mission for the purposes of... You can buy stuff with the money, by the way. It's not just a collect all the coins because you want to type of thing. So, anyway, let's find a way to get inside.
Hey, Bentley, I think I'm seeing things. Must be vertigo or something. Can you see those crazy blue lights?
Really? I've read about this. Master raccoon thieves are able to sense thieving opportunities, which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky Master Thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
Isn't that kind of specious to have the fact that only raccoons can see that and that they're supposed to be thieves? I mean, I know the animal kingdom, they're kind of considered like little thieves for the purposes of, I don't know, just kind of like what they do. They are scavengers, but still. Anyway, yeah, that wasn't too bad. But yeah, if we ever want to do like... Whoa!
Quick, Sly! Smash the siren!
I didn't mean to just jump down. I was going to show you, it's like, oh, hey, we got to get down here or climb down or whatever. Nope! I fell all the way down on a complete accident. Whoops!
Nice job, you're in. Inspector Carmelita Fox's office is behind the red door.
So we need to get to Carmelita Fox, huh? She must be a, she must have some information on us that we need to catch, perhaps. Red door, huh? Why does everyone have... Ah, there we go. Why does everyone have green? Why can't everyone have different colored doors? Actually, if you've ever been to corporate buildings, almost everyone has the same type of door. Only the creme de la creme.
That door must be super reinforced, Sly. Maybe there's a way to get around it.
Sure is. Let's sneak in. Oh, is she there? I like that the game gives cartoon sounds while you're sneaking. I just love the theming of this game, you know what I mean? It's definitely cartoony, and it knows it's cartoony, but... So there's... Can I actually look at those pictures with like his... Because I know there used to be a... Aha! See if there's any like little... Sometimes you can get Easter eggs if you look at stuff like this, but it looks like it shows pictures of the group doing things, so... Nothing there. Yeah, sometimes if you really pay attention, you can kind of notice... Up there's Sly in various cartoony forms. That's kind of neat. I like it when people put like little details in the backgrounds. Okio. Is that type of drink? Looks like it. Oh, hold.
Way to go, Sly! This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this vault's combo. Try dialing in 937.
Sounds like Bentley's the hacker of the group, or the tech man. You gotta have one of everything. Sly Cooper's the face and the group on...
Nice job! You got it! If you come down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
Man, who knew it was easy just to rob from the French police? Huh.
Criminal! You foolish raccoon. I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
And I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
Looks like Carmelita is on her tail. Whoa! I don't think that's regulation, lady! Ah! Run! She's crazy! Well, I mean, we are a thief, but jeez! Police brutality, I say. Police brutality! Ah! Whoa! And apparently this game, Carmelita and Sly have a kind of a witty banter type of thing. He flirts with her and she tries to murder him. Get us out of here, Murray!
You can't escape me, raccoon!
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
Well, looks like we've got our motivation for the game. Looks like we need to become as great at thieves as our ancestors by defeating the Did he say Furious 5? Anyway,
that was a nice piece of work back there at police headquarters, Sly. Come see me if you want to check out any of your old movies. I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things.
Okay, well, we can use that to basically look at cinematics. So we can check with Bentley. Yep, we can watch the secret police files and so forth. We'll unlock those by the end of the game.
I've already plotted a route to our first target.
Looks like we have to track down the Furious Five, each in their own sense, and get back to the pages of the book. But let's keep checking around the van. I think this is the van anyway. Hey Murray, you got anything?
You want one?
Thanks, Murray. Great. You have fun with that, by the way.
I've already
I guess he doesn't have
plotted a
anything
route
for
to
now.
our first target.
Anything else? Nope. Okay, well, let's start the mission. Where do we go first?
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle o' Wrath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
Alright, looks like we're starting our first mission. I love how they do the whole, every section of this game, when we have a new section, they have a title for it, like the chapter. I don't know why, it almost plays like it could have been a cartoon, or set a mini-series on TV, or even a movie, which, speaking of movies, they're actually working on right now. I think it's supposed to come in either next year or 2018.
Hey, Sly! I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure, and like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
Oh dear. Yeah, Bentley's the worrier of the group, but you need someone that worries. Look at those. Those little bottles. That's a little weird. I wonder if they're important. This game is definitely more.
Now this is very interesting. The message you just found appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the van. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
Yeah, this game also has collectathon features, so there are, in every level, you have to collect those bouncing bottles to unlock a treasure chest, which unlocks an item for you to use. Sometimes you have to come back later to level, like if you get a new item or ability that you didn't have before, so if you can't find everything the first time through, kind of keep playing the game before you get frustrated at it and see if maybe get calmer heads or a new ability will unlock it for you. So don't worry about it too much. I know I'm pretty bad about trying to get everything the first time through too, but yeah, looks like we can get most of these right off the bat. There's only 20 in this level. Okay, do I have to circle it? Oh, I do have to circle it, right. Whoops. And some bottles won't be obvious to get at first. Kind of like attacking that thing that, like, was that not a walrus, like a beaver or something like that, or was on, but anyway. You know, if you didn't know to attack it, who knew that? How would you find out? Well, you have to use your binoculars to find out about where stuff is.
Hold on, Sly. See those searchlights? One careless step, and you'll be subjected to acute combustion.
You done whining? Let's go.
I'm just trying to keep you alive, partner. Fortunately for you, I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one, and I can checkpoint your progress.
Nice.
Alright. Looks like we don't get caught by the lights. Would make sense. We'd be a pretty bad thief if we let the lights get us. So let's try to sneak around, shall we? Oh. Uh-oh. No, we can't go through there. There's a... No. No, right? No alarm. No alarm. I destroyed it. I barely got caught. Ah! Throwing stars. Oh, you are a walrus, by the way. Oh, and I like how the character's weapon in the game is a shepherd's crook. I don't know why. That's just something kind of different about that. What's over there? I don't know. Well, I sort of know, but it's been forever, so I can get up there. Yeah, we'll have to, is that one I could have climbed up to via the rope? Actually, I think it was. Well, I'll have to come back later then and redo the level. Whoops. Oh, well. Yeah, I think, yeah, I'll have to redo the level. That's fine. That's not a big deal. After you kind of figure out all the puzzles and everything like that, it doesn't take you on to, the save spots. Excellent. Or checkpoints, more or less. Yeah, let's keep exploring.
According to my amphibio positioning system, that big blimp is where Raleigh is hiding out.
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine. It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
That explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
Beats me. But rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family's book back. And if Raleigh gets in my way, it's on.
It's on? Wow, I thought that was a newer term. Huh. But anyway, what was I gonna say? I thought it was raining all the time because it's Britain or Wales, you know what I mean?
According to my amphibio positioning system, that big blimp is where Raleigh is hiding out.
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine.
Oh. Can I skip that then? I already...
The reason why it
Sorry,
never
folks.
stops.
There we go. Okay. Well, it showed like a press L1 button. I was like, oh, cool. But, uh-oh. Ah! Walrus breathing fire. I think you're in the wrong area for that, buddy. Uh-oh. Ah! Doink. Oh, well. Whoops. I died. Well, it's because I was trying to get those, models, and I flew off. Oops. Alright. Alright. Let's see if we can jump through this. Whoop. Come on, jump. Hey! I was trying to get a no-death run for this game, but, yeah, never mind. I'm not that hung up on it. Oh! I played this game before, and I've only died, like, on the bosses, really. Not really on the regular level, but, you know, mistakes happen, and it stressed me out too much to try and do a no-death run.
Nice job so far, Sly. To get over the next gate, you'll need to grab onto this hook using your cane. Just jump and hit the circle button.
Got it. Jump and hit the circle button to grab onto hooks.
And yeah, the guy who does Sly Cooper's voice is a bit stale in this game, but don't worry, he gets a lot better later on in the games. I mean, he's not that bad, it's just he kind of gets into it. I think he was maybe a newer voice actor or something like that at the time. I've heard it before in like later games, or other games. Next time this thing. Most bosses will usually take like 1 or 2 hits, or sorry, creatures. Usually you're trying to sneak up on guys though, and usually they get taken out by that. But anyway, it isn't like really a heavy action game. Even the bosses aren't really heavy action; they're more puzzle-based. Is the best way to explain. Let me see if I can. Okay, so I can. Okay, so I can't teleport back to the hideout if I'm not going to, but okay. Oh, and I guess I should show on the map. It shows like those 3 empty things there or whatever. That means those are collectibles in each area that you can get to, so kind of keep that in mind. So that means there's 3 things I can collect in a level. Well, I mean, other than the bottles are part of that, by the way. Hey man, you saw me, man. Are you showing like stars at me? I think you are. All right. Oh, when you're sneaking, you actually still make the noise too. You're like.
That large vault has got to be somehow related to those clues in bottles you've been collecting. If you can locate all the clues in this area, I should be able to crack the code and get you inside it.
Okay, I know how to get. Yeah, like I said, I'll have to go back. You can actually go back to old levels. Ah, here's the thing.
You're still jumping the gun. You need a few more clues.
Oh, what's this? Hello. Yeah, nothing beats the Legend of Zelda grab item, but that's still cool. Da-na-na-na. But yeah, I'll have to go back and read it. You can go back to old levels to collect stuff, like I said before, if you get new abilities or whatever, or if you just kind of think about it, you can come back. But I guess I can't go back to the entrance unless I reset, and I think that's where the last 2 bottles are. So I should have been able to get the item in this level because of that, but I'll just have to restart the level from the beginning again. Because I think there were 2 bottles on that first hill up near the beginning. Oh, I guess I could drop down now if I really want to. Because I always want to finish the level before we get to the next part. It's like next section. Alright. Now that we're at the next section, we can, I think we can we re-teleport back to the beginning? I kind of want to teleport back to the entrance. That's what I want to get because of, let me see what my map options are. Okay. Let's try, I'm going to go back to the hideout really quick. Luckily, we can do that at any time.
I took the liberty of pinning your mission map up on the wall.
Well, thank you. Okay, let's see if this brings me back to the entrance, because that'll give me a chance to get those keys so I can get that one thing. Okay. And since we already know what we're doing, we can just skip it. Or if you just need to go through levels and collect coins again. I'm not trying to collect coins this time around. I'm actually just trying to get the treasure which was up this way. I don't know why I forgot about those up there before. Oh well.
You found it, Sly! That's the final clue to crack the code! Now find out both, and I'll give you the instructions to open it!
Yeah, isn't it kind of funny? Like, the first time you, like, record or play a game, you, like, take forever to get through it because you're exploring everything, talking or whatever. But after I've played this level already, I'm already just, like, skipping everything because I know what I need to do. I kind of already knew what I needed to do, but you know what I mean. Yeah, now I can just kind of run through this place. Like, it's not even that difficult. Yep. Now the only part that'll slow me down is this part here. Which will even slow me down for that. Aw. Coins everywhere! So it kind of reminds me of Scrooge McDuck. That reminds me, I need to play DuckTales, either the original or remastered on my channel someday. Probably soon. It's not a very long game. It's one of those games you can beat in like 3 hours or something like that if you know what you're doing.
Press the circle to enter the vault code.
Okay,
The
go
clues
ahead.
have led me to believe that the code for this vault is 792.
All right, let's see what's inside. Actually, it sounds like something from Indiana Jones almost. Not quite, but it's close.
Sly, you found a page from the Thievius Raccoonus. This page teaches old Drake Cooper's fast attack dive move. Press the triangle button to use it.
Ah, this is a way for us to get new moves. Okay, let's try it out. Whenever he puts his little calling card there. Oh, very nice. So if we need to just quickly get through things, press the button. Nice. Yeah, this is one way to get extra moves in the game. So yeah, definitely want to collect those bottles. I mean, you can still get through the game without the moves. It just, you know, helps. It just helps you out. So gotta keep it in mind. Now let's see what the map says. If I come on. So I'm still missing another item, which I think we have to beat the level first before we can get those. So I'll keep that in mind.
That blimp looks like the most secured location on this boat. If Raleigh's really as smart as his police files suggest, then that's where I'll find him.
Wonderful idea, but your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak through that high voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator. And to do that, you'd need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
Interesting. So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine. But I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
I mean, I said this game was linear, and it still technically is, because even though we get to go to old levels, we're still basically going in one direction. The later games add a bit more linearity, or a bit more, sorry, bit more exploring for the most part, but this game's fine too. I mean, it is a first game. You can't
Wow,
like.
you found a lucky charm. That'll protect you when you take any damage.
But you kind of need to have a start somewhere, and a lot of times maybe they didn't have the, you know, animation budget or whatever. I mean, it wasn't. I think this is Sucker Punch's first game.
My heartiest congratulations to you all. The Storm Machine has sunk its 50th ship last night, and the loot has already been unloaded. Our operation is moving along splendidly, with the possible exception being the gross negligence displayed below decks, and I demand the boilers stay at full pressure at all times. If you lazy, lowbrow, technically incompetent pack of gutter snipes did your jobs right, we'd have sunk 100 ships by now. But of course, 50 boats is a fine, fine achievement. Carry on, my boys, carry on.
Dang it. Oh, anyway, yeah. Every once in a while, the villain of the place will like will monologue while you're walking around. So I try to kind of keep quiet when that type of stuff happens, for the most part. Right, there we go. Anyway, since I did all this work to get to this one, let's do this one first. Fire down below. Woo! Yeah, basically we got to figure out a way to basically get into the boss's base. So we have to go through multiple stages to get to it.
Here. This must be the power source for the Storm Machine.
So, come on. First thing to go. Okay. Oh! Calm down there, buddy. I can't take the heat. I'm a raccoon. I think... Well, actually, we could take the heat, but, you know. Oh, more bottles. Nice. Yeah, some of the bottles... Oh, looks like the code for this one's at the very entrance. Yeah, we'll have to keep our eyes peeled for those bottles and their codes. Because they can be, yeah, hidden. See, like right there. I'm gonna try to 100% this game. Like, what I mean is I find all the bottles, all the abilities, all the secrets. Because, you know, this is kind of in that range of collectathon games. Not quite as crazy as like Banjo-Kazooie or stuff like that, but I would like to.
Better close those furnace doors. Jump and press the square button. That'll slam them shut.
Man, how did Cooper even do anything without Bentley? Apparently Bentley's the only one with common sense, you know what I mean? Now, I know some of these you have to... Oh, maybe it's in the next area. I think there was some trick to get some of the bottles by
Sly,
keeping
see
those
that
up.
machine wheel? If my knowledge of mechanical engineering serves me right, applying significant rotational torque to achieve maximum velocity will yield a positive result.
You mean something good might happen if I can get the wheel to spin fast enough?
Isn't that what I just said?
You did, I understood it. I'm not even that much of a nerd. But that's the joke. I'm too nerdy. I'm fine, I'm just messing. Man, dude, don't play with fire. You'll get burned. Badly burned. Yes, you can. Aha! Coins and bottles for everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna try to 100% as best I can. If I don't do it on anything on screen, I'll do it off screen and show you how I got to it. Okay. It looks like there's bottles up ahead there, so let's figure a way out to get up there. Uh-oh. Looks like I didn't spin it enough. Well, I'm dead. Oh, good. Okay, so we just need to run a lot on it and try to, alright, kind of get a good run. Alright. Yay! Uh-oh, more dudes. Anyway. How do I get up there? There's probably, looks like there's a way up there, so let's just follow the... Sometimes a lot of the stuff to get, the hidden stuff to get to is just by following the level. Like, don't try to get them all at once, but looks like Sly is in a bit of a fiery situation here. Hopefully he doesn't burn his butt off. But he's got more to do before he can get the first page of his book of the Thievius Raccoonus. Can Sly Cooper do it? Will he be able to do it with the help of his friends Bentley and Murray? And, well, will he not get hurt in the process? And what does the villain have in store for us? Find out next time in the next episode of Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.